勝負は波じゃないぜ悪のパワーに負けたら最後未来が闇に閉ざされる愛する友の眼差しが倒れるたび傷つくたび俺を強くするルール破りの邪悪の超人さあお遊びはここまでだラスト5秒のファイヤーキャプテンファイター俺は炎の筋肉マン MUSCLE マッスル MUSCLE マッスル 3、2、1ファイヤー
Alright, folks, what's it gonna be? Confirm button A or confirm button B? We don't have X and O this time, so we can't use the excuse of we're maintaining the Japanese standard of X for no for ding ding, or O for ding ding. We'll do confirm. Because today, we're going to put the goofy stuff, like outlying islands behind us, and fill our time with something I've been meaning to get to for a little bit longer. For the past 5 years, been sitting on this one, waiting for the right moment. But if not now, then when? Fast mode is now available for players who want to focus on the story. Nah! We gotta play the game too. And what game? Fuga, Melodies of Steel Time. Which is quite the time to get to it, since the trilogy is complete as of, was it last year? Man, I remember watching Punchy play through this way, way back in the day. And then feeling pretty excited that there was going to be a second game on the horizon. And before the second game even came out, they announced, as they do, the third one. Fuga Melodies of Steel being part of CyberConnect 2's. CyberConnect 2's, what is it, Little Tail Bronx series? That includes Solitaire Robo among a few other games. Of furries in a far-off future, where humanity has long since gone extinct and the world becomes theirs, and the world has also been reduced to a series of flying islands. And if I recall correctly, Fuga is... it's way earlier in the timeline, right? Like, at this point of the timeline, there's still post-humans, furries haven't inherited the Earth. But things aren't too well for our little precocious furry war orphans. Got our cat types, our dog types, sentient, ancient weapon, battle tank in the background. What options do we have? Text display speed. Normal should be alright, but if I want it faster, I'll make it faster. Let me see how the volume compares. Oh, it's one of those games where if I alt-tab out, then the audio stops. So if I want to look at my bars, my audio bars, to see where the audio levels compare, I gotta alt-tab out and watch for ghosts. Voice language Japanese, naturally. Text language English, I am illiterate. Costumes. I can't affect the costumes. Okay. Control settings, keyboard. There is keyboard option. I'm a simple guy. I like to default to keyboard if I'm playing on the computer. But the game did open with pick your confirmation button, A or B, for the gamepad, so maybe I'll try it out, you know. When in the post-humanity furry future, do as the post-humanity furries do. Frame rate at 30 FPS by default. I could change it to 60 or 30. What do you think? Does it matter? 30 FPS or 60 FPS? If this is a default of 30, we could check it out. 60 is what I like to max it out to for stream purposes anyway. But I guess we'll keep it default. Steam page. Fuga, Melodies of Steel 2 page. I think before we go splitting ourselves on Fuga, Melodies of Steel 2, we'll just go ahead and start the game and play it proper. But it's a shame not to keep on alt-tabbing out just to see, like, where the audio level is. Because right now, when I alt-tab out, the audio level for the game is around here. And that's not too loud. But my volume, for me, tends to range around here. And that's pretty high up. I don't want the game to be so much more silent, but that was also just like soft, pleasant music, right? For all I know, once the gunfire starts and the voice starts, the volume might be up here. Could be up here. Ideally, the game of volume would be around high green, low yellow, especially since, depending on what I'm saying, the tone I'm saying, how far away from the mic. I could be all the way up in the red, I might be low yellow, so I don't want to conflict too much, but I do want the game to be audible. So it's nicer when I could actually hear the game when I alt-tab out. Let me see something. That's audible on my side, but it's still pretty soft. So let me try turning the audio for the desktop audio a little bit louder. Okay, so it's a little better. The green goes up to here. How much higher could I make the audio? Oh, it's halfway down. Why you got it halfway down? Let's bump it all the way up. Okay, that puts the audio somewhere around here. That's better. So let's tone it down a little bit again. Now that we could actually turn the volume up. No, come back. Okay, that is better. And how about for... I guess a click, click, click is all it's giving me. But there's gonna be louder sound effects than click, 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 click. Yeah, that's okay. Up in the green. Yeah, alright. Okay, that's good. Let's keep it like that then. I like when I could hear the game, and I like when I could hear the stream. You could always turn streams lower. But there's definitely some streams where they already keep their perfectly balanced audio. Perfectly balanced between the gamer themselves, but then they put it all the way down at a low volume. Or they balance to their own voice, which is okay. But then the game is all the way down there in the volume. And so if I want to hear the game, I gotta turn the entire computer volume up. And so the game is now audible, but the streamer is shouting. We have good use of our ears for how long? We have to cherish that. We have to respect it. So, now that I'm a little bit more cozy on the volume, let's play the game that I've been meaning to play for, geez, half a decade now. Sitting on this for half a decade. What lesser games have I streamed when I could have played Fuga, Melodies of Steel, But we did get around to Ashura's Wrath last year, so we get to see the full range of the kind of thing CD or CyberConnect goes for. And this is their passion project. Everything else that CyberConnect 2 makes... Donut sugar that fell down. Everything else that CyberConnect 2 makes, all their licensed stuff, everything else, that's just the money makers. It's the money makers to afford their passion for furry games. Normal or fast mode can be selected. Normal mode to enjoy an RPG with a sense of progression and the thrill of battle. Fast mode if you only want the vast world and progress through the game quicker. Normal can be switched to fast mid-playthrough. It's gotta be normal then. Save icon. We could do auto text with X. I could skip by holding Y. We'll just go through a normal clip. And it would seem this game has a kind of voice acting I like, where they give a bit of a sound to the voice, but you're still reading everything else. You don't have to wait 10 years for the voice actor to do their thing. I do prefer that type of voice acting more than try to make a whole theatrical performance out of it. It's a game. For some games, sure, voice acting works out, right? Like, you wouldn't expect Splinter Cell to have then text box, yada yada yada. Sure. Text box, yada yada yada, right? But there's plenty of games where the voice acting can just be a detriment, so for many games I do prefer either what this does, or they give a small voice clip to get a sense for what they're saying and what they sound like, or they do some animal-ese like Animal Crossing, or some Banjo-Kazooie noises. We're getting a sense for their mood, their emotion, what they sound like. Can I open my options right now? No, I can't. I could left trigger for log, but I can't access options from there. Because I'm thinking that normal text speed is pretty slow. Oh, the narration is fully voiced though.
激しい振動と轟音が容赦なく子供たちを前へ前へと運んでいく。
How nice. It's basically a carpool for the kids.
そう。彼らはこの城のように巨大で荒々しい戦車の中にいた。もうすぐ敵が見えてくるはずよ。気をつけて。
And how nice is taking care of the kids against the enemies ahead. To get them back. Get who back from what? If they're dead kids. Burman soldiers. Kyle, I guess, is gonna be the wharf of this run. Already open to us having to fight back. The Tyrannus. What's the only risk of taking away? They're not dead yet. Destroy your enemies with the 3-gun turrets on the giant tank Tyrannus. children placed at a gun turret will attack with their skilled weapon type. Select grenade launcher. Could I gotta go through the tutorial first. There's help button. So blue is grenade launcher or machine gun weakness. Delay enemy. So weakness seems to do delay. Delay enemy, delay enemy, delay enemy. Red for cannon, yellow for grenade launcher. Armor rank, higher the less damage received. Defend. Receive damage decreased. We'll go through these later. I want to get to my menu though. There we go. Options. Text display speed. Let's just go fast. Normal is already so slow, I'm kind of surprised by that. Okay. You have an analyze button too. The Jadhund. Slightly high attack. Try not to get hit. Delay its action. Defeat it safely by attacking with the same color weapons as a clock-shaped weakness. Okay. So, we got delayed tactics at a timeline then? I am a Chimera Squad pro. We should have this easy. Hey, Swedish guy. Kawaii desune, Oni-san. What are you calling Oni-san? Oni-san, I mean. Ni, not ne. Okay. They want me to do grenade launcher. And then... Alright. Jaghund. Jaghund delayed. And I see from up on the top bar that the glasses kid is also pretty good at grenade launchers. Oh, the cat girl is the One-san. Okay, you're addressing her, not me. I see how it is now. A hello for the character on the screen, and not the guy playing it. That's what it's like now, Swedish guy? And then this guy here, who screams main character. Cannon only. But the Jagdhund is dead anyway. Alright, basic enough tutorial. Oh, we got an achievement! One small step, won a battle. Technique was D. How can my technique be any better than that for the tutorial? View details. Link attack 3000. State assailant 2000. So, the battle didn't go on long enough to do any of that, and I don't know how to do any of that. Experience points. Items could be obtained depending on the outcome of the battle. Win the battle quickly to avoid receiving damage and earn more experience points. Got it. See, isn't fast text speed so much nicer? It's not like instantaneous, so we still have time to read it. Yeah, that's right, Burman soldiers. You're attacking literal children. Murdered dogs. Somehow they survived. Well, I don't know. If this tank was alone, then evidently they survived. If these are other members of their battalion, then yeah, they watch their friends get killed by kids. The route progression screen. Various effects will occur when the Tyrannus reaches an event waypoint. Battles occur at this waypoint. Number on the upper right represents the number of consecutive battles, alright? HP restoration, and other waypoints. Jukebox stuff, alright. We don't got a jukebox stuff yet. Turbo 1 mode? Turbo 1 mode? What's a Turbo 1 mode? That's not telling me. I'm afraid to push buttons I don't know about. So let's just advance. Preparez-vous something something? We're playing as French? Future furries? Icon designates a weakness, so that's grenade launcher. Okay, looks like we got 2 grenade launcher kids to get to go. Hannah, glasses boy, then the cannon guy. Then enemies take their turn and repeat. So naturally gotta bully 1 out of existence. They're both Jaghuns, doesn't matter. We'll get the foreground guy first, he looks bigger. But that does delay him all the way down. It doesn't delay him all the way to the point where we could ignore him. And if I do another hit with this glasses kid, that might push him from just before the next round to after, but at that point you can just kill him anyway. I can't get them both delayed to afterwards, so... Crush him! Now would you look at that, even with double delaying, he hasn't moved any further back, so I guess the delay doesn't stack. I like the sound effects of the game. The icon is gone? Is it? Which icon? Though this one got delayed pretty far back. This one's on par with the other guys now. Though it looks like, if I squint real closely, I think it is a hair ahead. Oh, the delay icon. I'll have to pay closer attention. Oh, you mean like the yellow icon that shows what the weakness is? Like the blue clocks these guys got for grenade launcher? No. Machine gun. Aerial enemies of a high evasion rate, weapons with high accuracy are effective. Switch placements on the formation screen. Left bumper. You can see the abilities of each children placed at the 3-gun turrets. So, top gun. Cursor is on the attacker position. Switch Hannah with another child. She's got a lullaby skill. Couldn't I use that to put the enemies to sleep? We want blue, so you're blue. Right? Oh, I see that. Gotta click her first, then switch out like that. Hannah to Kyle? It wants me to replace with May, I guess. We've already got May for the second gun. Shouldn't I just replace the... Okay, if you want May. Machine gun is high accuracy, effective against aerial enemies. Switch Malt with Kyle. Malt with Kyle. 2 children with machine guns and 1 with grenade launcher. While switching placements, right bumper, anytime to check the enemy description. Formation locked for 3 actions. Alright. It looks like... It looks like the machine guns are faster than... What was his name? Kyle? Eisenflieg? Aerial drone, high evasion, difficult to hit with low accuracy cannons. Shoot them down with machine guns. You got a double hit on it. And that did at least push it further back. So that Kyle has a chance to attack. So, Kyle has a chance to attack, and that did push it down a fair bit down the timeline. I don't know if this grenade launch is going to be enough to finish it off, though. But I'm quite certain that the machine gun attack of Kyle could. So let's use this grenade launcher. 70% only. Could I see how much... like how much damage I would do by attacking them? Or do I just gotta trust in the fates? We're grenade launcher this guy. Missed! Okay, Kyle, now finish him off. And now we have the freedom to wail away. Oh, it would have been enough to finish it off if we did the, if it actually hit. Oh, we got S-rank technique! Attack weakness. Gave a couple thousand for that. Didn't use skill. Normal attack is such a pittance. You gotta
ラジオの
gambate.
声は勝利と祝福を子供たちに与えてくれたが
Let me put on auto text. See how long the delay is for
これから
advancing.
の不安がどうしても頭をよぎり勝利の余韻に浸れそうもなかった
Okay, not too long after the narration finishes. That's what I wanted to see. Like, is it gonna be one of those things where the text comes out, the narration does its thing, and the auto text takes like 10 seconds for advancing? Do I know much about this game? I tried not to, Swedish guy. Way back half a decade ago, I watched Punchy play when the game came out, because, you know, he's all about the CyberConnect 2 Little Tail Bronx games. And so he was deeply enamored, I was captivated, and I knew that someday I'd want to play this, so I'm not going to pay too much attention. So I know enough. But it's still fairly fresh to me. So let's say that while it's a virgin experience, this virgin has read a bit of smut. Oh, is this guy armored? Enemy armor rank of 3. Do I want a hard, penetrating cannon to break through that? Enemy has a high armor rank, makes it difficult to damage, use melee skill. Piercing shot. Lowers the enemy's armor rank by 1. Okay. But should I switch them out? Formation is locked for 3 turns, that's right. So even if I wanted to, I can't do it now. I thought it was like round by round by round turns. And advancing through the map might nullify it. Okay, May. Piercing shot. 3-hit attack with 1 armor rank decrease on an enemy. On the Zyklon. In exchange for consuming SP, you can gain the upper hand in a battle by using skills well and give it a shot. SP recover to recovery points. And also by clearing chapters and using recovery items. Alright. So since I can't swap anybody else out right now... Zyklon. Lower the armor rank, lower its reduction rate. Machine gun skill piercing shot to lower the armor rank. Attack is 440. Should I have him defend? This machine gun against armor after all, low attack but high accuracy. And I can't swap him out. We don't have... Oh, because of this tutorial, we don't have our cannon guys out. I can swap... Okay, I can swap out. But... I could swap out with Malt right now, couldn't I? Yeah, there's our Malt. Kyle's also got piercing shots. So what if I... Flame grenade, fragmented shots. Currently, the enemy tank is right before the next round for us. So what if? What if I switch her back over? What if I put Boron up ahead? If I do it like that, May gets another turn and Boron's all the way over there, because the top gun's already been used. If I swap these guys out to spread the SP around. Because the delay doesn't stack either. That's right, the delay doesn't stack either. So what if I do... another piercing shot. And then Boron could go next turn. Or go right after. Yeah? We've also got double strike here. Support effect, increase speed after normal attacks. Also, having somebody in the secondary slot over there isn't just, okay, there's a backup person, but that gives an effect to that attacker. Recover HP with normal attacks, we're gonna have him do a skill next. Increase luck rate, critical rate. Hey MP! Ooh woo, this is gonna be a very ooh woo game. Mapping Shattered Future, I gotta admit, MP, after last night's stream, it's actually rather nice seeing you and Macaw on better terms again. From, you know, from the aggressiveness of the Gun Makai stream to the passive aggressiveness for the next few streams after. To look at you two mapping out Shattered Future for him, while he gives you some kudos with WoW MP, that'd be really cool. So is this to assume that that things are all cool and copacetic now? We're gonna swap out the support guy. Recover HP with normal attack. Increase speed after normal attack. I think we'll swap these around. So when Boron attacks next, we'll increase speed. When Malt attacks next, we'll recover HP. Yeah? Yeah? For the game and the world. That also involves him? Okay, return to battle at Bumpa. 3 actions. Locked for 3 actions. 1 more piercing shot. Oh, got him down to 1! High attack, low accuracy! And takes time to load. Did I actually do a bad here by swapping them out? It's 100% accuracy, though. 119! And delayed them all the way down. It takes time to load, but Boron, his turn is coming up again. I assume it takes time to load, means that they're a little bit slower on it? B! I used two skills, some good normal attacks, swap things around. I was being super tactical. Sure, it's overall less, but I feel robbed. You and McCall are not cool until he VIPs or mods you. I mean, what was the rule he put years and years ago? That he VIPs game devs, right? So we gotta see Nasu stream. We gotta see Nasu game, I mean. Oh, more SP and HP, that's a lot.
No.
Who can it be now? The auto does go by at a good clip. If there's more text, it pauses for a little bit more for you to read it.
子供たちは緊張の糸が切れたようにまどろんでいく。どうしてこんなことになってしまったのだろうと思いを巡らせながら。
He has streamed Super Dank Bird before. Well, I guess we need more games then, don't we? Petite Mona, 12 hours before. Only half a day before. And they were living in such an idyllic life. Reading books, riding sheep, the moo sheep. Okay, that answered pretty quick, so let me disable the auto text now after all. The Big Eater Boron. Petite Mona, outskirts of the free lands of Gasco. Looked after May, Hannah always with us. Big Eater Boron, Brainiac Socks, and Kyle, the transfer student. Oh, that's why Kyle is a bad boy. That's a bit more comfortable with having to attack to stay alive. He's a transfer student. He's a bad guy, huh? Not the bad guy. He's got the bad boy attitude, right? If you can believe it, MP, I haven't gotten around a Super Dank Bird yet. I think I made a bookmark for it when it came out, and kind of pinned it as one of those okay. At some point I'm going to get around to this kind of things, and then, as of 5 years of Fuga, Melodies of Steel sitting in my Steam library shows, it could be a while until the whenever we get around to it kind of thing. It's not very playable? Oh, maybe that's why then. Only 12 hours before they were made into bloodthirsty survivors. Well, I guess more blood-stained survivors. So what happened? Radio. What's going on with that radio? I do like how the Burman military insignia kind of gives the impression of a Kerberos. These poor future furries, they haven't had their future furry Geneva Convention yet to restrict everyone against attacks on civilian populations. Pretzel! Pretzel looks like a dandy. Seeing stream get a bit buffery over on this side. Is that just my tablet or am I dropping frames? A few. Only 142, but mostly stable. Mostly stable would be a better track record than some of my relationships. But let me quickly steal. Gotta maintain a streak on somebody. There. Cheese emote sent. You wish your relationship was in a stable, Swedish guy? Well, that's gonna leave you a little hoarse, wouldn't it? As you well know. Take as many alive as possible. As possible? If they firebomb the city and take 2 or 3, that's an as possible.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they've already got a bunch of people rounded up in the city square, though. Colonel Pretzel. How many food names do you think we're going to get here? Villagers taken,
Yes,
proceed
sir.
with withdrawal. You're looking at Shattered Future most of the time, MP. Could only hear if something is off. That's perfectly fine. You got the important documentation work to do after all. Pretzel seems to have doubts in his mission. A strategically meaningless village. Now, I played enough VU5 by now. This is securing their food lines. If they secure this rural village, that's more food for their armies. Kyle, language! You might be the transfer student bad boy, but there's kids around here.
No.
Old forbidden ground. Do you think we'll ever get, like, more Little Tail Bronx games further backwards in the timeline, or is this going to be as far back as we go? Because we kind of have a good idea from the other games and from these games. Kind of the timeline of humanity's fall and the rise of furries. So it's not like we need to see every little point of history between then and now. But culturally, they do seem to have the idea that some ancient places are forbidden. It's a giant tea kettle, Kyle. I guess it just goes to show that listening to mysterious women on the radio was not a thankless task.
なんだこれ。
Tea for two, two for tea. The Kyle will we get to, like I said. Well, I tried not to pay attention to Punchy's Fuga streams too much. I don't actually know how it ends. So as far as the story beats go in conclusion, it's a mystery to me. Boron's got a really soft voice there. I thought that was Hannah at first. Of course, everybody's got to get their line in. Everybody's got to contribute. I like how triumphant this art right here looks. We got Socks raising his fist, Malt looking determined, May's all excited. But I'd imagine these kids still feel very anxious and apprehensive right now.
よしやられてたまるか
But I guess having a boon like this falling into the lap gives them the determination they need to raise their fighting spirit.
攻撃の準備を
Preparez-vous au combat.
お前らはおしまいだ
Oh, we got different types this time. So, history tells us that I want to use my machine gunner to reduce the armor of the armored tank. But now I got one of each now. And it looks like 2 out of 3 get to attack before some of ours do. Helicopter goes before Malt. What was the other one? Jaghund before Boron. So what if I switch the formation up? We got... Does it matter so much reducing the armor of the tank right now? What if I focus on delaying... Okay, the dots next to the clocks, I guess, shows the order they attack in. I noticed the dots next to the clock and thought, wait a minute, does that say how many times I could delay them? Could I delay the helicopter once and then delay the other tanks 2 or 3 times? But no, that's just, yeah, that's just the attack order. Let me think. The helicopter is pretty light. So I could take that down pretty easily while also using a round or 2 to take out the armor of the heavy. We got this guy going first regardless. Increase attack. Increase luck. And Boron, you increase injury resistance. Huh. Should I do it like this? But we could also delay on the big one. Something like that? It even shows me how much attack they have. 33 attack, 27 attack. Boron speed is really low. 14. So Boron has 92 speed and 12, or 92 attack and 12 speed, compared to... Okay, 84 speed and 12 speed, 77 attack and 14 speed. But Malt's also got double strike. Should I save my SP? Because it's only got the 1. And we got... I guess they've restored their SP since the cutscene. So maybe I should use them. This is only tutorial too, I can't overstress it too much. It's not gonna kill me off on the tutorial, surely. I don't know what Fragmented Shot does. A bit less damage for the chance of a double strike. Injury resistance, or increase the attack, hence the blue 92. I guess the stars the critical hit rate. What if I put Malt over here? 36 attack? It's a little bit better. Okay, let's just do it like this. Return to battle. Lock me in for 3 actions. Okay, Machine Gun Kyle. Let's delay the helicopter first. Oh, it's tempting to finish it off. Nobody else is gonna get delayed anyway, so I think since Kyle will get to move before the helicopter anyway, give me that piercing shot. Cerberus shot 3-hit attack. Okay, I was worried that because 3 tanks still existed, that they were all going to attack me. That's just the special of the Jaghund. I didn't know they had their own special attacks. That changes things. Alright, you will delay the big guy. Not by much though, just puts it after Kyle. Who's gonna finish off the helicopter at least. Nearly 1,000 HP down. That was 3 actions, right? So we could redo our formations now? I think just 1 machine gunner then. We'll keep... She still has... Oh, that's her, I assumed the 3 dots were the SP. On the bottom right where they're targeting? You haven't done one of your piercing shots yet, so swap you through. And then put yellow in? Increase speed after normal attack will have you do a piercing shot. So it's you down here for some basic HP restoration. And then delay. And then everyone else gets to further delay this turn too. Oh, I see now. The SP isn't the 3 dots, it's a separate mana pool next to the HP. Okay, grenade launcher. You delay to here. And then cannon. Still up. But... let me see, they're mostly dead. Kyle gets to attack now and attacks before the main tank. It has been 3 actions though. I want to finish off yellow. And then double focus on the red. Yeah, look at that. Not that it matters too much because red's going down in 1 hit regardless. Now this isn't good. What I should have done is put Malt behind Hannah to put some extra attack onto this grenade launcher, because this isn't going to be enough to finish off yellow. And because the clock's not there anymore, It's not gonna delay it any further, will it? Nah, no further delay. Now it can be delayed, since it's a separate turn for it now. Chimera Squad, you could delay someone near indefinitely, as long as you have the ways to juggle both your own abilities and keeping them pinned down. Can't stack them as much here, it seems. That's gotta be what, B rank for damage? B rank for damage, I knew it! But the technique is good. I gotta figure out all these symbols. I mean, we got +7 sword, +2 star. No. Energy cells. What's the gear icon? Options, repairing, save to rest time. Oh, was this the get to talk to people sort of free time part? This is where you could upgrade the tank and interact with the children. As you progress the story, various facilities and functions can be expanded. And then Mei ends up in the tank treads. Select Mei from the character switch screen. Do I gotta? There's everybody else who could talk with. Hannah, Kyle, Boron, Socks, or Mei. And Mei is the only one lit up. I got no choice. Fine, we'll do it your way. Control Mei to explore the interior of the Tyrannus. Could I jump? Is there a jump button? No, I can't make her jump. Not that it makes a difference, but I feel like she should jump. I'm a little tiny furry baby. Do I have... Look at Boron. Man is in heaven. I can't talk to Boron. I can't talk to... That's Malt, right? Does it take AP to do actions? Enhance the performance of the Tyrannus more and more, huh? Could upgrade the Tyrannus weapons, SP, HP, and more by collecting materials. No, it didn't take up any AP, so maybe I can just talk to everybody if I'm allowed to. Making meals with the gathered ingredients, eating together, children's abilities or resistance will temporarily increase. He was dragging the fishing rod on the ground. What does he think he's on, the ocean? He's gonna ruin the line that way. When I was a child, we had these kind of pirate toys, and one of them was a little boat, right? Like a small skiff or something with a cannon in front that you could launch like an anchor out of on a string. And we had fun with that until one day we were hanging out of the car window while driving, and it caught on a branch, and the line snapped, and we couldn't find it. Even, hey mom, stop the car, we gotta find it. It was this bush, it was this bush. The toy never worked again. He is going to ruin our one fishing rod that way. By scrap of fish, you could obtain various materials to upgrade the Tyrannus weapons and HP SP, huh?
メイ。ありがとう。
Is that but I'm tired now, the tutorial for the AP mechanic. She's exhausted her action points. Select Malt. Okay. Or I could just press LT and begin the assault.
任せて。
Since the character in control gets the most experience, try switching them as needed. The intermission will now conclude. Oh, we got boss coming up now, don't we? Restoration point, then boss after? Is that restoration point going to be enough for my nearly 1,000 HP drop? And it looks like the SP is a shared pool of 50. I thought it was for each character had their own SP pool. And so switch characters around to maintain an even spread of not using up too much of their skills. But now that's everybody's SP. It's kind of Mario RPG in that way. Intermission Zagir. Target waypoint is that icon. Alright, advance. Alonzi. 3,000. Oh, they really make sure you're in top form for this. What?
気をつけろ。
Did you expect there wouldn't be any more invading Burmans? Oh, we got Colonel Pretzel directly here. Not even children get mercy. This really is very clearly before the furry Geneva Conventions.
諦めないぞ。やられてたまるか。
諦めるのだ。
I like how Mei cries for her Gigi and Baba so much that that's a reliable voice line for her.
かかってこいよ。行こう。攻撃だ。
As long as we have a unanimous democratic vote. One guy, that's it? No support vehicles? We have a lyric song, should I be worried? It's too soon for lyric song to be a triumphant victory. Balmong strike attack! 2,900! Tyrannus, you're shit! I'm the only one that could save them. Pulling away to this screen and saying that you could save them, is this a kind of meta directly addressing the player kind of thing then? Give up your soul, not my soul.
僕は長男だから。やれやれ。
Everybody's volunteering. The Soul Cannon. So, one of the conceits of this game is not just that it's a tactical game in the Little Tail Bronx world of furries, with cute children doing cute things. Or more accurately, war orphans forced to fight for their survival to a sentient tank. But there's a whole soul cannon mechanic where if you're really sucking, you could sacrifice the lives of one of the kids to convert into an uber powerful attack to destroy the enemy at the cost of the life of that one child. Dangerous situation unleashes the Tyrannus' hidden power, the Soul Cannon. Select Soul Cannon from the menu. For the tutorial, it does force you to sacrifice one kid. The Soul Cannon's an ultimate weapon that can annihilate all enemies with the resolve of a single child. Do you wish to use it? No! But I got no choice. Hey Hordian, you come in at a good time. This game is fucked up. No! No, Hordian, there's nothing fucked up against Fuga, Melodies of Steel. It's cute, furry, uwu game. The same way that Casualties Unknown is. They're both games about the most adorable little personas you could imagine, having a joyful romp through post-humanity furry future France. The game fucked you up in the freaking tutorial. So you played this Hordian, which you believe is exactly where I am right now? Yeah, at an hour and 12 minutes, I am still in the tutorial. Classic Guinea. I got no choice but to use a soul cannon. My choice cannot be changed. You played 2 hours. And Swedish guy, you got to this point and said nope. So I got 2 people in chat who never made it out of the tutorial. This is remarkable. Okay. I suppose having watched a little bit enough of Punchy playing through Fuga to get beyond the tutorial, I can comfort you guys with the knowledge that whoever you sacrifice gets undone for the tutorial. Tutorial shows you the mechanic, you feel really, really bad as you two did, and then it hits the rewind button, and you get to do it again without having to sacrifice anybody. He said, hell yeah. Turn-based game with Metal Slug tanks, you got to this point of the game, it broke you. The funny thing is that most people like to be nice, right? And nobody likes having to sacrifice the furry kids. So most people when they play, they do their damnedest to not have to sacrifice the kids. Either they get really good at the game, or they just save scum a whole lot, they do what they gotta do. But it does mean that people do end up completely bypassing a major narrative mechanic in the game, because the more you play through and the more you struggle, the more you sacrifice kids, the more you're forced to sacrifice kids some more because you're getting rid of your own tactical abilities. And so you tend to rely on the soul cannon a little, and each time you do, it scratches their face off in the cutscenes, and so you really feel their absence that way, and you get a lesser ending. But you don't want to be mean to the kids, you don't want to sacrifice them to the soul cannon, and you don't want to get a lesser ending that really stabs you in the heart, where these people would have all been together, but you jerk, you fool, they're all scratched away now, you killed them. Was it worth it? And so funny enough, I'm pretty sure for subsequent games of the series, they give you... Do they completely change the soul cannon, or do they just make it a lesser... Like, was it just... Did they nerf it? Or just give it 2 different modes? Because I'm pretty sure for the second game onwards, they make it where, while you still can sacrifice children to the soul cannon for an ultimate attack, you could also partially sacrifice them. You just make them eepy sleepy. You make them go to sleep for a little while, just totally drain and exhaust them, but you don't kill them off. So they actually had to nerf it a little bit or put a lesser secondary effect just because we feel so bad about using the soul cannon that nobody wants to engage with that mechanic. The same reason I never played Fire Emblem much, permanent loss feels bad when they're characters with emotional value attached, and why I love XCOM. Man, that's why I hate the reboot XCOM. Okay, not so much, because you do have permadeath in the reboot XCOM too. But I hate the reboot XCOM for a whole mess of reasons. But Chimera Squad is pretty alright with that. Chimera Squad does have it, where your crew doesn't die. They could be incapacitated, they could be knocked out of the fight, and lots of people don't like that because it goes away from classic XCOM. But Reboot XCOM already goes away from classic XCOM. It's already a whole different game. But at least with Chimera Squad, the idea is that you're going through a story beginning to end. So those people will survive beginning to end. So you're not losing the named characters permanently, but you're still exposing yourself to severe tactical disadvantage mission to mission to mission. If somebody gets incapacitated in mission 1 or whatever mission, you're weaker for that fight. You gotta struggle a whole lot more. If they survive that mission, and they're getting scars or traumas or whatever else, then you've weakened that character for the rest of the game unless you take the time to put them away for a bit to recover from those injuries. And so there are consequences, just that because it's a character-focused strategy game, character-focused tactics game, I should say, it just doesn't do the permadeath thing, but it does work with the lack of permadeath into the mechanics in an interesting way. And hey, Warboss Metal, they do change the soul cannon in later games, yeah, that's what I was saying. What I'm thinking is a different weapon into... Okay, so it's a different weapon then. Like I said, I haven't gotten around yet to the series at all. This is my first time touching this one. And I really tried not to spoil myself too badly with watching Punchy. You know, it's the dichotomy of I want to watch somebody cool that I enjoy watching, but the game is also cool, and I don't want to spoil myself too much because I want to play it someday. So it's like watching through my fingers, and so picking up some things, getting other things wrong. You be lurking, Hordian? Alright, enjoy your implementing. So who do we sacrifice? We have to sacrifice somebody. Malt wants to be sacrificed. He has to protect them. He's the oldest. Hannah wants to sacrifice them, to sacrifice herself, to save everybody. Kyle's jumping aboard. No one's gonna miss me when I'm gone. Wow, Transfer Kid. That's dark. Boron, my stomach may be rumbling, my heart feels toasty warm. Apparently when you run the numbers, Boron gets sacrificed the most. And so I feel like being a contrarian and not sacrificing Boron. The only solution to save everyone is Sox's justification. Mommy, daddy, mommy, daddy. That doesn't sound so much like May's jumping to volunteer the way everybody else is. Load the baby in the cannon!
May.
May doesn't know what she's doing. She was just up... Yeah, what is this place? She doesn't know at all. She just hit her limit, she was overwhelmed, she ran away and just stumbled into the cannon. You did pick me on the tutorial too, Hordian. Hey, May Brothers. If I get in here, everything will be okay. She really doesn't understand what she's doing. She won't be afraid anymore, no. No, child, you won't. She'll wait here for Malt. Everybody else is either like, I have to do this for everybody else, no one's gonna miss me anyway, my heart feels warm, I'm okay with this, you know, they're all accepting their fate if they volunteer. May doesn't know what she just did. You don't do sad games anymore, you can't do it, Swedish guy. In that case, I wholly recommend that you give Casualties Unknown a try. If you imagine Terraria, where the entire game is just the cave exploration, trying to find materials, trying to delve deeper, finding cool new things, cool new items, with a cute furry ooh, it's exactly that. It's a very heartwarming game. Into the barber chair, little missy. Soul cannon standby, loading energy to the soul cannon chamber. What's a soul cannon? Kyle, what did you think you were volunteering for? The way all the older kids suddenly went, oh, we gotta do this for everybody else. It kind of felt to me like they got brainwashed for a second, you know? It kind of felt like everybody was hit by some kind of euphoria wave that melted away all their fear and gave them a huge dopamine boost or something. Kyle's very quickly gone from let me do it, no one's going to miss me, to what's a soul cannon? What the heck?
わからないのですよ。
Did they just like lose the sensation of the euphoria that made them spirited and willing to jump in? You played a demo for a game called Darkbound, Swedish guy. Horror game where you play as a kitten boy in the hospital, and when he cried, you broke. Well, the good news is that Casualties Unknown doesn't have any crying kitten noises, but it does have lots of cute little puppy dog barking at things because you play as a like a test subject that's kind of a cross between human DNA, rat, and fox or whatever. So there's lots of yip yip noises, you know, it's very adorable, it's very cute. And you can even treat your little furry guy, feeding him chocolate milk, fentanyl, orange juice, whatever you could find. Hanabi Tengoku. You're a fox? Well then hello to you, foxy fellow. Oh, Hannah's upset that May's wandered off without her knowing. Oh, don't you worry, Molt. May isn't going to know pain, fear, or hunger anymore very soon. We asked for God to keep her safe, and the first thing we see is a cross. So, she's up in heaven now. All units. I didn't see any backup with them. You see, May was a good choice. May is a powerful battery. Don't get too bent up about that, Colonel Pretzel. It's a simple effect, but him graying out and fading away is actually pretty cool. I should see what it looks like at the chamber when this happens. They don't show it because it would raise the rating. I wouldn't be surprised. Given Given that it's turning the child into pure energy for a fully destructive blast, I could only hope that it could be instantaneous. The soul cannon's a powerful weapon that could destroy strong enemies at a single blow. You picked the NFT that I owe you, Hordian. Okay. I still have my NFT material here, my yellow post-it notes, and my NFT minting pencil. I really should find a different name for draw a sketch on a post-it note. Calling them NFTs in 2020 was funny. But it's been a while now, and some might think it's sincere. In memory of May. Okay, Hordian. I'll make a note so I don't forget. You want a May sketch. I think I know exactly what to do too. Much like the last one that I did for MP. I'll do it between streams, and then present your freshly minted NFT the next time around. It is typically sealed, will only be released when the Tyrannus itself deems it necessary for use. Kick it a dead horse at this point, but the horse was a Nazi horse, you're gonna kick it. Well, I have owed you one for a while. Don't I owe you two, Hordian? Because you did two redeems. And I don't think I've sketched either for you yet.
えーと
いいな。
Yeah, but at what cost, Kyle? We might put you in next. Need to find May.
行こう。
Oh, she must have gotten lost. Maybe she wandered outside, Hannah.
あのさ。
恐れていたことがソウルキャノンの発射を確認したわ。誰かが
As you feared. Who's the one who said this is the only way to save this, it must be done?
その戦車の手法ソウルキャノンにはどんな敵をも打ち砕く力がある。ただそれを撃つには人の生体エネルギーが一人の人間の命が必要なの。
Bioenergy, a single person's life. How flexible are we talking here? Could I put a tree? Could I put a flower? Could I put a cluster of grass for a living thing's life? Does it have to be a person? Can we hunt rats on the Tyrannus and put them in here? Fish. The songs peak anime sad vibes, Hordian. The soundtrack of all three games is so good, Hanabi. They really are. I've tried not to spoil myself too much watching Punchy, but I have been exposed to the music at least by half watching. And they really do have an excellent presentation. The soundscape, everything. Become its energy source and fade away.
あなたたちの悲しみはよくわかるけど、私はあなたたちを見守ることしかできない。消えていった人の意志を継いで、あなたたちが目的を果たせるよう。
Everything in her power to reach our objectives, huh? Everything in her power to include. Ovens open, step on in.
できる限り力になることを約束する。
They don't sound very comforted right now, mysterious radio voice.
子供たちはラジオから聞こえてくる言葉の意味を全て理解することはできなかった。
Since this is a radio, do you think that anyone who's tuned into the right station could hear the radio talking to the kids without the context?
しかし一つだけ理解せざるを得ないことがあった。大切な人が一人いなくなってしまった。
Lost forever? Until the tutorial's finished.
ただそのことだけは。 それから子供たちは意気消沈したまま先へ進んだ。しかしベルマン帝国軍がそのような事情など気に留めるはずもなく、ガラネスを発見した部隊による攻撃を受けてしまう。
Or one kid down, one skill down. Who's going next into the gun? Oh, that's it? Just yellows?
みんな戦うのよ。
Mei was what? Machine gun? So we didn't lose too much then, right? Oh, but she's got a new icon next to her head. Is everyone's depressed because he sacrificed a friend. I can only defend this turn. Oh, and I still have my major HP loss. That hasn't changed. What if I swap out? They're not depressed children. There's a hole in our heart now. Okay, we got 3 yellows, right? If I pair her up with somebody, it's HP for every hit. But I kinda need her yellow. Couple delays. Then we got what? Fragmented shot, double strike, piercing shot, but nobody's got. They don't have armor anyway. So does it matter who I use for third? We got increased attack too. $57, 66. Either way, we wanted to bump their attacks up. Increase accuracy. I guess this is alright. All she can do is defend, though. All they all can do is defend.
どうしたの？早く攻撃を。
They don't want a radio, lady. They lost the littlest among them. Their spirits are broken.
早く戦って。あれは勝てない相手ではないわ。
She's saying we have nothing but 3 very easy. What is it? Out of 954.
戦う気力もなくなるほど傷ついたのね。
Jagdhun's the easiest of the easiest. They should be able to handle this, but no. Help button. Help us, help button. They've all got depression, cannot use their skills and link attacks, must be comforted to recover. Great feeling, hero mode. They still can't do anything though. It doesn't go away after a turn, and I have no way to comfort these kids. $218.
仕方ないわ。失う悲しみと恐怖に誰もが最初から勝てるわけではない。でもあなたはそれを知った。たとえ敗北してもこれまで得たものは無駄にはならない。次はきっとうまく
It's
やれ
time,
る。
huh? Forsake this universe, Tyrannus. Turn yourself into a nuke.
困難と恐怖に打ち勝てるよう私はずっと見守
61. No, it'd be messed up. What if the timeline doesn't reset for the tutorial? And the true timeline does continue from here?
おやすみなさい、坊や。
It don't, but wouldn't that be messed up?
やはりあの力を使うにはまだ早かった。
The power to turn back time, but...
あの子たちの命の使い方を私
Should
は
have used the
誤った。
kids' lives more wisely.
目の前の戦いに勝つことは重要だけど、私たちの最終目的はその先にあるはず。
Radio voice, I don't know why you're telling me this. Using the kids was your idea.
今度はあの子たちを正しく導かなければ。
The battle led to an unfortunate ending. Nevertheless, mysterious powers out of this world can turn back time. Retry before the last intermission. Before the last intermission, so before we had May wander around the Tyrannus talking to people? Because that'd be after, if I want to lock that in. Well, before last intermission it is then, is it going to split off a new path so we avoid the pretzel? The nausea theme intensifies. No, we still have the same goal at the end. Let's retry the intermission. I don't think the intermission itself is going to change anything. We still have Pretzel up ahead with his massive gun. Oh, Malt. Did you have a bit of reading Steiner?
本当に？
大丈夫さ。
The children do not realize time's been turned back. We didn't get to do any affinity improving or any Tyrannus adjustments the last time. We have some materials, not that many.
僕は長男だから。
She could always feel safe when around you, huh? About that Malt. You gotta keep her on a leash, she's gonna wander into the cannon again. Increase the affinity between two kids by talking to them. Use Malt to talk to May. Okay. We'll tell May to sit put, and she's not gonna wander off onto strange chairs. Take a shot, he said he's the oldest. Boron's still living life. 1 AP. Alright, that's pretty generous, and I got 20 AP to spare.
何？
Affinity increase, improve support effects. A link event can be triggered. Affinity increase to 2. This is my chance to trigger a link event. Okay. May with a Malt. Gathered it was scripted? Yeah. I didn't want to spoil myself too much on punchy stuff, but the tutorial was pretty early on. So that, knowing at the very least that, okay, it's going to have us in such a dire situation to use a soul cannon, sacrifice somebody. Most people like to sacrifice Boron for the tutorial, that it all gets rolled back. That much I had foreknowledge on, yeah.
なんだい？
Depression's a real status effect? Don't I know it. Only affects skill use, won't stop attacking with that kid. So that much, alright. Because the tutorial did give me the impression that depression would make me only able to defend until comforted. But if all it does is no skills, then it doesn't sound too bad for my kids to get it once in a while.
そうか。
They went to paradise. Well, see, May, this is good. In some other timeline, you went off to paradise to join them. You weren't meant for conflict on the battlefield.
あのさ、
Depresso espresso? Yeah, it builds character. It keeps them from getting too complacent in life. It's like a little boost to them.
そうだね。
There, now that we picked up May's morale, she's not gonna wander off. Link attack acquired. Gonna be Quincy Pieces. Is checking out the Tyrannus gonna give me the upgrade menu? So that's the AP for the intermission itself. Okay. With how generous the AP seems to be, it was only 1 AP to talk to May. I began to wonder if the 20 AP is something we'd have to replenish manually to get more actions for future intermissions, but at least it seems not. But I probably should talk to everybody. Workshop has an exclamation mark on you. Scrap fishing. 1 AP. 1 AP. 1 AP, 1 AP, 1 AP. But there is no 1 AP on you. Each character card shows what breed of dog or cat they are, but only in the Japanese version. Oh, that didn't transfer over. The cheats! May and Malt are shepherds, Hannah's a Turkish Angora, Sox is a terrier, Kyle's an Abyssinian, and you forgot Boron's? He seems kinda husky to me. Expand facilities to increase functionality of the fishing stand. He's a cat, Felineko. Well, he's a husky one. Higher the difficulty, the more rare items. Expand the fishing stand first. Just old rope I'm sending out. 85 success rate, that's pretty good. Fishing will fail if the line snaps. You see, kids? They really are gonna ruin this poor rod. Level 1 lines will never break. Alright. Oh, it does have a cost though. 2 AP to fish. You've only failed the task once, Hanabi. That's pretty good odds then. That's kind of reassuring. But I feel like I am going to need materials before doing workshop stuff, so... Alright, spend the AP. Comrade came to help. Plus 5% up to 90. Higher the affinity, the more likely they'll come to assist. Let's raise their affinity through conversation activities. Alright. 90% success. And it's even got cute, unique art for May helping him out. Oh, that's more achievement. Fishing enthusiast. A rusty barrel and iron scraps. Do they mean gun barrel, or is that like a regular barrel, considering they're often rural, not France? An upgrade could be made, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, socks, now we'll talk. Oh, workshop is Y. Strengthen the Trinus' weapons and armor. Increase functionality of the workshop, access more advanced upgrades. Three out of 4 rusty barrels. Oh, I see. It's not 3 out of 4. Is that need 3 and have 4? Need 1, have 4, need 3, have 4, need 3, have 6, need 3, have 0. There's not a lot of rusty barrels to go around. I could use 3 for a machine gun, or I could improve. Oh no. Because I have 4 rusty barrel larges, 3 and 1. And then 4 rusty barrel smalls, 3 and 1. So I could do one of each then. This series has been your obsession for a while, Hanabi. I could see why. Even just casually watching Punchy play through the games as they release and try not to spoil too much what little I've seen has left a very strong impression on me. Oh, even the upgrades cost AP. 246. So here I thought that the AP was super generous. But there's a reason they give you all of 20. Attack to 39, to 55, to 76. Reactor to increase SP, cool. Increase HP, iron scrap. Alright. And how much? My an extra 500? Okay, AP, you were meant to be spent.
Yes.
We'll just do all of them. But probably should switch characters around, shouldn't I? So they get more experience doing things? CyberConnect 2 is a talent for theatrics and hype. They really do. Like, the last CyberConnect 2 game that I played was Ashura's Wrath, and that thing was all style. And it's actually kind of charming how pretty much every licensed game they make is basically to support these Little Tail Bronx games on the side. Like, every other game they make is just to make money. And then this is the actual passion, the Fuga, the Solitorobo, things like that. Success! "10 large rusty barrels." 90% success rate from that point on, oh no.
Yes.
Really, they're rebooting .hack? I had no idea. That's one of their older ones, like they've been making .hack for a while, yeah? Like, I'm pretty sure that I was still a teenager when I was first made aware of .hack games way back when. And armor? Let's see, that'll drop me down to 9. 9's plenty, I'm sure I'll be alright. And now that we got our upgrades in, let's get more affinity with you. Oh, just a little tiny affinity. I gotta work on everybody's affinities, though. Malt's gotta level up. Could I switch characters? I can. I do have the freedom to now. Affinity with everybody else isn't very high. There's May, and there's everybody else. Well, let's get conversations in at least. Speak a little bit more, then switch them out. Though I could keep talking to people if I want to stack them up, right?
何
He feels calm, so he's hungry again. Boron, I totally understand. Brother, it's a struggle we both have to work with. Malt is your favorite, but he missed so much in your playthroughs. He missed so much. I guess I have to see what you mean by that then. $6 AP to go. Oh, Mess Room itself has a Y menu. Temporary meal effects. What do you do? Potatoes. Select meal from the menu and let's see. Critical hit rates. The kids eat together. The effects attributed to everybody. Decrease skill cost. Could do that. I got 2 tomatoes. 1 potato. What am I missing? Missing meat. Missing bread. Now we got bread. The trouble is somebody's eating it all. Boron. 3 whole AP. Damn. Maybe I should swap somebody out, give them the 125 XP. Let's see, switch... Oh, there is a dash. After playing through Outlying Islands over the weekend, it's so nice to have characters that know how to increase their speed without having to drink special water first. Oh. That kind of missing. Well, even if he tends to miss a lot, I'm sure it won't be as bad as Reboot XCOM. Hannah, let's get some affinity with you and the others.
Genki?
Little baby-sized affinity. Oh, right, on the cooking. Can't forget. Wanted to give you the 125 experience. Decrease skill cost. Cute. Man, I'm so good at this game. Getting achievements back to back to back. And not enough AP to make baked potatoes. What's this right trigger? Oh, is that saying what current buffs I have? Active meal effects, decrease skill cost.
Genki?
The faces she makes. Okay, Mr. Bad Boy Loner Transfer Student, what have you got to say? Could totally beat the Berman. Alright. No more AP, so nothing left to do but begin the assault. Do I have manual saves? Or does it only autosave? If it only manually saves. Back to battle. What choice have I got? Oh yeah, there is a French dub. I forgot about that.
敵が迫っているわ。
I remember Punchy trying that out because culturally this is supposed to be like a French region. Or similar to French, post-humanity, furry future kind of place. Should I? I could always turn the French dub on.
気をつけろ。
投降しろ。
So, Pretzel! The last time you cut my HP in half so easily. We got some extra affinity, we got some upgrades, but it's gonna be enough when each shot of his takes us down by half.
なんなんだよ。
Autosaves and make a temporary save and a return to title. Man, that's gonna make it tougher to get around using the cannon then. Because I haven't got the skills, not yet. So the only way for me to avoid killing the kids, ideally, would have been manual save, get into fights, get my ass kicked, reload, but that's not an option.
諦めないぞ。やられてたまるか。
I forgot to push a button, didn't I? Hold on. Had this up, but I didn't press this little button over here.
諦めるのだ。
But first we have to survive Malt, and our track record for that is not very good.
じいじあば
かかってこいよ。
行こ
Where's Toasty? Toasty? Toasty, this is the kind of cat that you were going to be if you were still so food obsessed.
"崩壊するぞ。
It's still just the one tank, but he's got... By turning back time, the kids can challenge a powerful Pretzel once again. The Tyrannus... When the Tyrannus nears a crisis in specific battles, the restriction of the soul cannon will be lifted. No, we're not gonna make that sacrifice if we can help it. Depending on how you fight, you might be able to defeat the enemy without using the soul cannon. The moving part up there, they'd rather us not attack, huh? Is that their bridge, their command center? To defeat Pretzel, use all resources of the Tyrannus and the children. Aim for their weakness, the tower. Attack and deactivate the tower. It heals the main body. Defend reduces damage for 2 turns. Can still attack while defending. It's effective when fighting strong enemies. Defend before heavy hitting attacks. And use link attacks. But he's not in this game. You want to use a soundtrack for D&D and things you host? That'd be pretty cool. Link attacks used with a link attack gauge of a pair with a high affinity at the same gun turret reaches max. Malton may have high affinity. Use a formation screen to place on the same gun turret. Okay, so he's got a 1, 2, 3 that we could delay on there. But if the top tower only heals the body and it's have to destroy the body. So 1, 2, and 3. Though I only see 2 parts of it. Okay, May. Where'd you get to, little kid? Swap you down here. 100% affinity. Cheer burst, attack on all enemies. But I think what I want to do first. Let's swap you two down here, right? Is do a delay. So let's put you over there, we'll delay the body. Because it attacks right away. Delay the body or attack the body? It's got 3 different clocks with the 1, 2, 3 on it. I'm not sure if that's saying that either of these will delay it, or if it's saying that it's got 3 attacks that I could delay each time. Choices! Defend or delay, defend or delay. I'm gonna try defending first, or delaying it first. And then delay it, weaken its armor, and then do attack on all enemies. Let's put this critical hit right up here. And what do you give? Increase speed after normal attacks. Okay. Okay, let me commit. Sigurd Mayen. Tower. Restores damage to the main body, HP 0. The tower begins to self-repair and cannot be targeted. But then it comes back to life after the self-repair. Armor rank is high, cannot be damaged unless the armor rank is lowered with the piercing shot skill. Attack after the charge is powerful. Attack after charging is powerful. So it has to charge first? If we keep an eye for what it charges then. And then I could save my defend until then, and then focus on delaying and weakening it. But I've already committed to my formation. Had I done analysis first, I would have put 2 machine gun then, to do piercing shot and bring it down to 1. Oh well, choice made. Delay you first. Persecute! It did bump it down a little bit on the timeline. Ugh! Does it have retaliation for piercing shots? The skill also pushes it down. I thought it would have been attack to delay it, or skill to do skill on it. But if skill also delays, that's good. Can I bump it down even further then? Or should I use my link attack now? The link attack can break weaknesses. Really? In that case, I'd have no reason not to use it. I push it pretty far down the timeline. If I could push it after everybody else too, that'd be even better. Cheer burst! The repair repairs the armor too. I completely misjudged then. Well, in that case. It's gonna repair pretty soon, so I have no choice but to destroy it. So I kinda nullified the damage, the armor reduction that I already put on it. Let's swap you guys over. We'll take out the tower and then do some armor reduction. Hopefully. Let's put a cannon up front then. And then increase that attack to make sure it goes down. I don't want to leave it a chance. We'll leave it a chance. Get some minor HP recovery with this, increase the damage of that. Ooh. Okay, first take out that tower. Then you get your move. Sit in the 4000s. When it's fully repaired, it attacks again, or it heals again. But it's still no, it cannot be targeted, that's right, it said that. I was thinking its HP is going up, I could keep bullying it to keep it down, but no. It'd be nice if I could, though. Delay it. See, if the radio woman didn't interrupt the first time, we could have had full access to this and not have to sacrifice anybody in one fell timeline. Let's just get again, Boron. We got fragmented shot to all enemies. Nah, just blast it. Even at zero shields, it's got a lot of juicy HP. And looks like the tower's gonna come up after Kyle's next turn or the Top Gun's next turn. Middle turn? Little Gun's turn? Let's see. If I move Boron down here, he gets to move again. Just pummel away at it. So do it like that. But the tower's gonna come back up, but it's going to restore shields again. But this will be alright for 3 turns, yeah? Increase accuracy, increase speed after normal attack, okay. Alright. So this locks in for 3 turns. If I do it like that instead, that's more power move, power move, power move. Then the tower comes back online. Then it restores stuff. Then I could swap guys out to get blues up front again. Yeah? Just pummel for now. Pushing them all the way back. Then 3, then you come back to life. Oh, but it's not fully up yet. Hold on. It's not fully up yet. I get one more turn of freedom. I was worried about... Alright. Even better then. I get one more turn of respite. Charge. Okay. So I want somebody on defend before that then. But sure. I could swap formation now. That guy's gonna come back with his tower the next turn. So... So we're on Top Gun for now, right? Let's do... one more delay, then Top Gun's gonna come back. What's the... 4% only? Aww. We can't do the attack all with you two. So, your turn right now. Do a bit of delaying. Then just cannon away. No, not just cannon away. Do you want to defend? So if you defend, then do that. Delay. No, you're next. You're next? There. Delay, defend, then attack. You delay. You defend. Then you attack. Because that delay didn't push it all that far back. Balmon. We got shields up this time. Only 865. That is a huge reduction from the 2,000 it was before. I kind of feel bad for that. Alright. So what should I do? Who should I attack first? Because I could do some more damage to the body, but that's not going to kill it instantly. I'll drop the tower a bit more. Work on the tower a bit. See, when it said it repairs, I thought it meant that it repairs the HP. Restores damage to the main body. That looks more like repairing the shield of the main body. But that was only a bump up by 2. That's not too bad, actually. Or up to 2. So let's keep on wailing at it. And then blow it up. Who cares about shield restoration if you keep it low? Delayed back to after the final tank, after the final cannon, I mean. Here's that shot again. And the machine gun even gets one more turn. It's not gonna do a lot to it though. Repair the body up to all the way up to 2, but who cares? Destroy it! Okay, suddenly I care. Should have gone after the tower. But it's only on. A little bit of health and 1 shield left. So Kyle, you stay. We'll swap you 2 with this. Get that final shield and obliterate it. Oh, that was it! Cherry tapped with machine gun fire. He knows the truth. The kids are merely puppets on my fingers. We just killed that guy, didn't we? It's alright, Kyle. Borana's like Toasty. Toasty over there used to be very food obsessed. And now that he's a little bit older, a little bit more mature, that guy used to go from eating every piece of plastic he would see, on the off chance there was food inside it, to now where if I give him fish and it's not the right type of fish, he'll sniff it and then walk away. He's become spoiled. What do we think? We just pummel the tank with all sorts of ordnance, turn it into shredded ribbon. Yeah, malt. We killed a lot of someones to get to the... What do you think happened to all the previous tanks? Because those Burmans didn't have names, they didn't count. They survived and everyone's gonna be depressed. I just made them sassy. Cool, level 3 for everybody. New skill mastered, May. Quick assault. 2-hit attack on an enemy with speed increase. Alright. Since this did, I'm pretty sure, get us out of the tutorial. Kyle said the thing. That did take us over 2 hours though, so for right now, I am going to give myself a BRB. And maybe make myself some more tea. And then when I come back, we'll advance from here. So let me find some suitable BRB music first. There we go, the classic BRB music. And I'll be back in a few. Gotta give myself my celebratory tea after surviving all that. Yeah, this track, MP, your favorite? Alright, finally back with some fresh hot tea. How long was I gone for? Song's at 9 minutes and 37 seconds of playtime. Ooh. Mandated union break or what? Academy's got Exploba had fun, Uwa. Thank you for joining us. And now that I'm back, let's see what the next chapter has in store then. 2 hours just to go through the tutorial. Got 3 each of rusty barrels, large and small, a metal plate. Many someone's malt. There were how many tanks and helicopters before then? The tanks got all mangled up by our live artillery. The helicopters got mangled up and then they dropped. And a big tank like pretzels. That's not just one person, that's a whole tank crew, the same as we're doing here.
連れ去られた村のみんなを助けるため戦車に乗って戦う。それは同時にベルマン帝国軍の人間を倒し殺すことになるのだと子供たちは気づかされた。
今回はあなたたちの力でうまく勝てたようね。
See what happens.
よく頑張ったわ。
You see what happens when you don't interfere, radio voice. We got this. We don't need you taking control and putting Mei into the cannon.
あなたたちがこの先目的を果たすためにはこれからも敵を倒していかなければいけない。でなければあなたたちが
Defeat them without remorse.
囚われたあなたたちの大切な人が死んでしまうでしょう。
She says it with such a lovely voice, but she is basically saying, kill or your family will die. That's right, Hannah. We're child soldiers now.
ラジオからの声に現実を突きつけられ思い思いに覚悟した。もうこれは戦争なのだと。
その戦車にはどんな敵をも打ち砕く強力な兵器ソウルキャノンが備えられているわ。ただそれを撃つには人の生体エネルギーが一人の人間の
A single person's
命が
life.
必要なの。
So, if they all pair up and start dating, then everyone's gonna be disqualified from the soul cannon. Don't you act so surprised, Socks. You were volunteering too but an hour ago.
使わずに済むならばそれが一番いい。けれどどうしてもみんなを救うために必要な場合があればその時は悔やむこともある
Oops,
かもしれな
got
い。
through early there.
けれど迷えば悔やむこともできずみんなが死んでしまう。
Now, hesitation won't be too bad because this is a turn-based system. I could hesitate for as long as I want in this world.
そんな結末にならないようにできる限り力になると約束する
No,
わ。
please don't. The last time you interfered is when we had to use a soul cannon to give us no choice because you were doing everything in your power, miss.
子供たちはラジオから聞こえてくる言葉の意味を全て理解することはできなかったが、これだけ
Where's
は
Toasty? That's right, he followed me out but didn't follow me back in.
自分たちが迷えばみんなが死んでしまう。その現実がずっしりと重くのしかかってくるのを子供たちは感じずにいられなかった。
Hyuga. Special Gasco Invasion Forces, Burman HQ. Hacks. The devil from the old tales. The lost god. And so now we have the reason why they went to such a rural location, not just to secure their supply lines. Hey, Chillin' Chum! This wouldn't fall under any of your ballparks, would it, Chillin' Chum? Sometimes cute girls with heavy military machinery? See, Hex doesn't mind sacrificing his pawns, just for a bit of information. Achievement clear chapter 1. Oh, cool. So the tutorial counts as chapter 1, not just tutorial then chapter 1. Well, the Wii might make some pretty good pace through here after all, then. I expected this to kind of be a big one. You were just mentioning this game to somebody else yesterday. Really? So you already have familiarity with this awesome series. From the Terra Nueve Forest, new entry point out of the Berman reports. The network error, please try again on the tablet. Let me check the tech real quick and make sure my bits aren't dropping. It's looking good there. Still a steady 4,000, 5,000. So why do I have dropping connection on this side? Or am I going to get a wave of low internet pretty soon? Turn off the Wi-Fi, turn on the Wi-Fi, reload the page. Server not found. Maximum Wi-Fi found. Or maximum Wi-Fi bars and server not found. There we go. There's that handsome fellow. And Enrico Husky, hello to you too. Everybody loves some good fuguing. Menu before advancing next adventure. By stopping in villages, you can exchange items and gather information from villagers. Do you think the villagers or neighbors are gonna have much apprehension about a giant hulking tank with guns all over every surface, rolling down the main road, kids popping out? Select enter village. Well, if you insist, tutorial. All major cities have suffered catastrophic damage due to attacks by the Roman army. Those who fled created small settlements like this in various locations. People try to make the most of their lives while distancing themselves from the gaze of the Burman soldiers. What have we got? Market, Windmill Bridge, Tower Square, and the Tremel Church. And no AP budget, it seems. What has the market got? Exchange lower level items I no longer need for higher level items. Reconnection successful. Is it going to stay that way? That's our first one of the day. Reconnected, but still showing 0 kilobytes. What has happened to my hair since coming back? It's like all over the place here. Hey, Toasty. Toasty, did you break the internet? Come over here, Toasty. Come over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ugh. Could you believe this, Toasty? I just come back from BRB. Head over to the next village. And already, we have 852 frames dropped, Toasty. That's half of all the frames since reconnecting. Could you believe that, little guy? Where are you trying to go, Toast? You want back onto the desk? But you can't drink my water because you keep on trying to dip your paws into them. Okay. It's looking more stable now, but I do recommend doing the old pause, unpause, or refresh. Toast, you can't have your butt on stream. You're gonna get me banned off Twitch. That's a kick maneuver, not a Twitch maneuver. Okay, let's put that away then. And if it's behaving now... Oh, Toast. The net's back up, but you don't want me to play, do you? You want your dad's attention right now? I can give you some pets before we resume, Toasty. He's like a child, this kitty. You've imprinted so much on me, so you're like I was at your age, just hanging around a mother's legs. Except I haven't got a moo-moo that you can hide beneath, Toasty.